Okay, so first we'll be checking the audio, and once we are done with that, we'll be starting with the session today. Hello, hello. Okay, so the audio is clear, and we'll be starting the session today. Hello. Okay, so the audio is clear, and we'll be starting the session. All right. So for today we have taken top five questions Indian brides have about trusting. Today we'll be taking top five questions Indian brides have that they should either trust Instagram photos or trial for their bridal makeup. So in this, the very first question is: are Instagram photos of bridal makeup actually real or heavily edited? So let's start off. Majority of you guys already know the answer, but still, for the people who have joined for the very first time, we'll be explaining that in detail. This is one of the biggest questions that we have got from our audience, is which is basically Indian drive, that the biggest concern that they are facing today is Instagram is the go-to way of getting or booking a bridal makeup artist. So with this, on Instagram, what are the things that we can judge the makeup on? So it's either photos or reels where you have to look into and analyze and decide the makeup artist you'll be having. And on Instagram, as you know, it's a filtered world. People show things that they don't really are. So makeup photos aren't going to be any different. Majority of makeup artists put the photos of either models or which have done heavy skin treatments and they have a baby like skin. Apart from that, even if you get the real right photos, the photos that you'll be seeing would be setting an expectation so high that no makeup artist or no human can match in real life. Not any makeup product can match in real life. And what happens with this is the very first thing we see on Instagram is the followers count of a particular makeup artist. Okay. If someone has X amount of followers, they have 10k, 100k, 1 million followers, this would be a good makeup artist because so many people are following. But aren't we aware of that makeup artists and followers can always be, a lot of these profiles have fake followers as well. And even if do they have genuine followers, what's the guarantee that the makeup that they are doing and the photos that they are sharing or doesn't have editing involved in that? Photo editing can make a makeup which you would not even do for free make you look like that's your dream makeup. That's the amount of editing that can happen, and with AI coming in these days, it has got to some other level. The flawless base and the shine that you're seeing in the base. All these trends that have picked up of waterproof makeup, sweat-proof makeup, tear-proof makeup, and whatnot. All of these are just there to distract you and charge more in the basis just on the fact that you'll be getting an Instagram-worthy photo or Instagram-worthy makeup. But is that what the real bride has also gotten? Not at all. If you get a chance to ask, they would highly disagree on how the makeup was looking in real life. And this just sets unrealistic expectations for the current year's brides and the future brides who would be seeing these uh, portfolios or pages or following these pages and setting unrealistic expectations. A viral Instagram reel can somewhere or the other receive 7.8 to 10 million views and highlighting how widespread the issue is. There was one reel recently made about how fake the Instagram photos are and how makeup artists set unrealistic expectations on that and making sure that you just decide on the basis of photos. Majority of them don't even uh, think or are open to giving trials as such. So that is something you should be very much aware about. And if you are in a situation where the only thing you can do is see photos and get the trials, try finding pages or portfolios or makeup artists who have some or the other flaws in their photos, like some of the fine lines are visible, some of the textures on the skin is visible. Because makeup is something which can help you solve all the pigmentations and make your skin look even. But it is not a tool to even out your textures. That is the job of doing a good skincare or skin treatment. If you have very deep dark circles, if you have pigmented upper lips area or anything of that sort, then changing that with just makeup is quite difficult. Unrealistic expectations to have about makeup in the first place. So that was about Instagram photos are real or heavily edited. 99% of them are heavily edited, and if you find a makeup artist where you can see flaws and see the photos are much not much edited, and you can find some of the other flaws in every 1 to 3 photos as such, then you should highly trust that makeup artist, because in a world or in an ocean of fakeness and heavily photo edited photos or photo edited bride, this person has the dare or the courage to put up photos which are having real flaws and showing the reality side of the makeup. I would highly encourage, if any makeup artist is seeing this, start putting on real photos, because this heavy edited photo thing is going to end soon. And there would soon come a time, if your photos are flawless, you would straightly rejected for that. You'll be straightly rejected for that, because day by day brides and people are finding out this thing, that the flawless photos that you show, the promises you make are not delivered on the wedding day, because that's unreal. So let's be practical. And for brides, I'm here to help you anytime, any day. Alright? So the second question we'll be shifting towards is, how can I tell if a makeup artist Instagram portfolio shows their real work? Now, this question is completely connected to the previous one, which is uh, if seeing photos is the only way of getting ahead and booking a trial in your specific area, and no one is ready to give trials as such, um, the only way to move forward is if you're seeing Barbie doll like features with wide eyes, perfectly sharp jawlines, identical skin tone, and only one single fairer tone brides being put up, in chances are it's heavily edited and the page or the makeup artist only promotes more of fairer skin tone. If they have a good mix of darker tones, neutral tones, and fairer or lighter tones, then you can know that the makeup artist is making sure that they are keeping the skin tone same as such. And if you can see natural skin textures and a bit of moles or any kind of flaws in photos, one or two flaws, you should definitely give that makeup artist a try. I will highly recommend that. This question finished a bit earlier, and we'll be moving on to the very third question, which is: should I book a makeup trial or can I trust the Instagram? This is the real question. So, in the first glance, going for the Instagram book or photos के इतनी सारी brides का किया है and you have done so many brides, so that would seem more obvious because you don't require any kind of money for that. It's completely free to see Instagram and decide your makeup artist, and that will give you a good amount of satisfaction. Like मैंने एक 50K फॉलोअर वाली मेकअप आर्टिस्ट को बुक किया है, मैंने एक 1 मिलियन वाली मेकअप आर्टिस्ट को बुक किया है, मैंने एक 10K followers वाली makeup artist को book किया. But let me ask you a question. On your wedding day, if your makeup is not according to what you wanted, would that follower count still give you happiness? I'll not answer that. You have to answer that for yourself. So for the people who want their wedding makeup, who hold their wedding day more important than the 1 million, 10K, 50K followers, I would highly recommend to take a trial. If I was a bride, I would have definitely gone for the trial. I'll tell you the benefits of it just in a minute. So the trial helps you in getting the makeup done on your face structure, your eye shape, your skin tone, skin history, and skin condition, how the makeup would be looking on you. A lot of brides these days demands before and after photo दिखाओ दूसरों का. But दूसरों के before after देख के how will you get an idea of yourself, because you are a different person, you have a different name, you have gone to a different school, you have you have had different parents, you have had different families from the person. Then why in this world do you think that a before and after picture of an ex bride would be helping you in deciding the makeup for your wedding? What will really help is getting the trial done, because it will be exactly on your face structure with the pigmentations, dark circles, or if any natural flaw, and this is quite normal to have. How the makeup artist is able to cover that. Also, you get to spend 1.5 to 3 hours depending on the kind of trial that you are getting with the makeup artist before the wedding day, where you can discuss, test, and see how the products are reacting to your skin, how the makeup artist's nature is. Are they getting, are they open to showing you options, or are just putting you in a cookie cutter makeup that you have seen majority of the brides going in? Are they thinking or accepting the demands that you have, or are just whitewashing you to, or just brainwashing you to the look that they have thought, which is trending, which is Kiara Advani, Alia Bhatt, or any recent bride, Aditi Rao Hedari. look, unless you want it. So think of your trial cost as an insurance. A trial can range somewhere between 1500 to 3000, but think of it as an insurance that you're getting. Even if you pay, for example, if you pay 15 to 20 to 30K for your wedding day makeup, that's the average that I'm talking about Mumbai, India as such in general. Not India, but in Mumbai specifically. Let's talk about that because that's where we operate currently. So if you book a makeup artist for 15,000 to 30,000, wouldn't an extra 2 3K at max? What's that 30,000 and 15,000 worth if you don't like the makeup on the wedding day? That would all sum up to a big egg which is zero. So instead of risking the 15,000 or 30,000, you can get trials done with just rupees, like at max you can take 1,500 to 3,000 ka budget, and if you do 2 3 trials, you'll be very easily able to figure out which makeup artist is doing well with you, and you can book and go ahead. Because the memories in the makeup is not just for one day, it would be staying for the rest of your life and you can't change it. You won't be able to get married again, you won't be able to click the same photos and the same look. So if it's spoiled for life. So for the brides who work with us or who schedule an inquiry or a call with us, we highly recommend them that whatever you do ahead, do take a trial. Either with us or with someone else, do take a trial. And that's what I'll recommend you. This is your choice. So now we'll be moving on to the fourth question. Although to sum up this, the third question, should I book a makeup trial or can I trust the Instagram book? You should do both. An ideal case, which is have a look at the photos and where you can see a bit of flaws, and if you like the kind of photos and a mix of photos that they are sharing, you can call them for a trial. Both the things will help you verify that the photos that they are showing and the way that they are addressing, all those things are matching in sync. Apart from on top of that, you get to learn the personality and stuff that we have talked about earlier on. You can replay and see that again. So now we'll be moving on to the fourth question is why do the trial makeup look different from the wedding day final result? Alright. So here's what happens. On the wedding day, on the trial date, firstly, let's come. You'll be having you'll be most likely not having the lehenga that you have. You'll not be having the room that you'll not be having the lehenga, you'll not be having the room, you'll not be having the lenses or lashes which majority of the trials don't provide. You won't be having the kind of jewelry, you won't be having the all the skin treatments or skin care that you have done because makeup is a majority part of how you'll be looking is the makeup. You'll not be having the hairstyle, you'll not be having um, so up until here, as much as I can remember for now, you'll not be having six majority things. You'll not be having the hairstyle done. You'll not be having the treatment thing done. So if that is the case, and if that's what you're looking for, just a second. So yeah. So if you'll not be having all these things which I said earlier on, how do you expect the trial makeup to look the same? And the point being, if you love the trial makeup, even 50% if you love the trial makeup on the wedding day, you'll be having an 80%. There is 20 to 30% increase in the trial makeup that you'll be seeing on a wedding day makeup because that will be optimized for long hours. All and even though we are paying for the trial, we can't use all the products that we use on the wedding day because we have to optimize it, and it takes that much time and that much effort as well. That's why the price is. So at the trial, if you are doing it at a discounted rate, So it makes all the sense to not do all the things, but give you a good idea on how the makeup would be looking, and how open to listening we are as a makeup artist or makeup professional, and um, what kind of look are you expecting on the video. It's just a demo to understand and think about the choices that you are making and help you experiment with that. That's what that day is about. And when the six things I have listed comes on the wedding day, they give you a complete different look, the one that you love. So that's the reason why trial makeup is so different. On the trial date, it's more of testing products, making adjustments, see what options you can do, different kinds of lighting, how the makeup is looking and stuff. And that's about it. So the last question for today is, how much should I expect to pay for the trials versus believing on performance? The trial cost over here, you can start somewhere between 1,500 rupees to up to 3,000 if someone is giving the trial. I think that would be max. Going beyond that, and some makeup artists like the 1 million the follower people who are highly obsessed about the follower count that they have in the inquiries they're getting, they a lot of times charge the full cost as well, like the top makeup artist. That the effort is the same and everything is the same, and that's good for them. But if you can take 1,500 to 3,000 rupees per budget as such, so that would be quite great for getting the trial done, and that is something I would highly recommend you. That would be an insurance for your wedding day, because what's the point of paying 15, 20, 30,000, whatever budget you have, whatever you're paying, if you don't like the makeup on that day. And if the makeup artist doesn't understand and the first makeup that they do is not according to what you've thought of. Because a lot of times what we say and what we want are completely different. Also, what also third caveat is, what we say, what we want, and how it would look on you. The complexity that these three things add is next level, and that's what makes most bridal makeup fail. So a trial eradicates all of it, and you should definitely go for that. So that was it today. It was a bit short. It's 23 minutes for today. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.